Hey guys, welcome to Devirite Technologies. This is the bot series on WhatsApp ChatGPT, and today we are going to explore Directline Channel in Microsoft Bot Framework. So today we'll be connecting it through the Postman first, and in the next series of video we'll try to implement the same thing using our C# code from a webhook endpoint. So let's start. So first of all, let me open up our project that we have created. This is a project. It's a core bot template that is a flight booking chatbot, and this chatbot will be calling it through the Postman using Directline APIs. So first thing first, in order for to integrate with Directline channel, we need to initialize these things over here. First, let me get rid of Louis, and let's go to the Azure Bot Service. Copy the Microsoft app ID, copy the bot type, and let's generate a password. Once you generate the password, paste it in app settings.json. Let's go back. Okay. So I'll be connecting it through ngrok. I'll not deploy our application as of now. So I'll connect it through ngrok. So let's minimize this one. Run ngrok. Copy the URL and paste it here. /API/messages. So if you want to learn more about configuring this chatbot, you can watch our previous videos on Microsoft Bot Framework. We have created numerous videos on this. All right. So let's minimize this, run this application. Perfect. Now let's go back and configure the channels. The channel that we'll be targeting is Directline, and this one has already been configured. So let's try to open that default site. There are two ways you can connect through Directline channel. The first and recommended way is generating an access token and then calling your Directline API. The second easy way will be using the secret keys. So as of now, we'll perform the secret keys operation for the simplicity purpose, just to check if we are able to call through the Directline or not. So I'll just open this Directline documentation. Also, I'll open the Postman. There are multiple steps in accessing the Directline API. The first is authentication, second, starting a conversation, third, sending messages, fourth, receiving messages. So these four steps are there for Directline API. This is new. I haven't explored this yet. I thought even I thought only API calls are there, but I believe now client libraries are also come in C#. That's really good. Maybe we'll explore this. First, let's go to the authentication part. Okay. Here, we'll follow each and every step which is mentioned over here. I'll create a new collection, Directline Inside this collection, I'll make this as authentication. Actually, it's not authentication, it's getting the access token. This one, generate a direct line token. So I'll just name this as the same way, generate DL token. So I'm naming direct line as DL. Okay. Next, let's add the headers. Let's see if I can add at the collection level authorization. Is it a bearer token? Yes. And this one, I'll get the value from here. Perfect. Saving this one, coming back here, authorization, inherit auth from parent. Perfect. Now let's see what is the next step. Get a direct line secret. This is done. Generate a direct line token. So let's copy this, paste it here. It's a post request. Headers, authorization bearer secret. We already added, that is inheriting from the parent. Since I added this at the collection level, so that's fine. Next, let's send the request. There it is. We have the conversation ID, we have the token, and it expires in 1 hour. Perfect. The request payload, which contains the token parameters, is optional but recommended. When generating a token that can be sent back to the direct line service, provide the following payload to make the connection more secure. By including these values, direct line can perform additional security validation of the user ID. Okay, so we are performing actually the best practices. What happens, either you can use the direct line secret directly to authenticate all your conversations. So when you're creating a conversation, sending a message, receiving an activity, you can use direct line secret directly without this step, direct line token. But what we did here, we generated a token and we'll be using this token to authenticate our other requests, such as starting the conversation, sending a message, receiving an activity. Okay, perfect. Now let's move ahead. You can also, I think, add these data. This is optional, user.id, user.name, trusted origins. As of now, I'll not add anything. So response is conversation ID. Yes, we are getting token and expires in. Perfect. Now, generate token versus start conversation and refresh a direct line token. This is the endpoint to refresh this token because this token will expire in 1 hour. All right, so we'll not see to that. We do have C# sample that we'll be making use of in our upcoming videos. All right, so now coming to start a conversation. I'll create a new endpoint. All right, let's create a new endpoint. Open a conversation. This is our request URL. It's a post request. You can either use secret or token. So what I'll do, I'll copy this token from here. And instead of using the secret, I'll use the token so that I can use the same token for 1 hour across my requests. Okay. So this inherit from the parent. Now let's go to the body. Is there any request body which is required? Okay, so direct line conversations are explicitly opened by clients and may run as long as the bot and client participate and have valid credentials. So it doesn't have any request body. That's fine. Let's send the request. There we have. So I'll compare all the things. Here the conversation ID is remaining the same. You can see here. And now we have the token and the stream URL as well. Perfect. Now let's add one more request. That is send an activity. But before sending an activity, I would like to show the receiving an activity. Since we started the conversation, I should have received a welcome message. So I like to show you. So I would like to show you that receive activities via WebSocket stream, or you can receive activity using this one, HTTP GET request. So let's do this one first. Receive activities. Okay. It requires conversation ID. I'll copy the conversation ID from here, paste it here. Activities. Let's remove the watermark. If you want, you can add the watermark as well. I think the value will be somewhere here. There it is. Okay, it's null. So I don't need a watermark as of now. All right, so let's send the request. Currently, it is showing me 0 activities. So yeah, one more thing I forgot. For direct line, unless you send the first message, you will not receive the welcome message. That's a disadvantage of using direct line. If you have seen other channels such as Teams and web chat, as soon as you open the web page or as soon as you join the conversation in Microsoft Teams, you will receive the welcome message automatically without you sending the first activity to the bot. But with respect to direct line, you will only get welcome message once you send the first message to the bot. Okay. So I'll just add one more. I'll move this up. All right. So send an activity to the bots. First, let's implement this. I'll copy this. It's a post request. Let's copy the conversation ID. Okay. Coming to the body, raw, JSON. This is a sample JSON body that I'll be adding. Okay. So I'll be saying hello here. So what it will do, it will first send me a welcome message. Plus, it will also going to reply from the bot side. That is the message. Where would you like to travel to? Okay. Let's see what it replies back. All right. So let's send this out. I have received an ID. I'll go to receive activities, send the request again, and there we have. We can see here user one, conversation ID, text is hello, but I have not received a welcome message yet. I'll just say send it again. That is strange. I'm not receiving any message. Let me quickly check if I'm getting requests here. No, the requests are not reaching my chatbot. So that's the issue here. The requests are not reaching here. Did I save the configuration. So that's the issue. I haven't saved the configuration endpoint URL. Let me go back /API/messages. So these are some of the debugging you can do if at all you don't receive a message. Since we added the endpoint URL, what I'll do, I'll generate a new token. Hopefully, I'll have a new conversation ID. Let's check this out. Cannot use a scope token to generate a token. Okay, got it. The reason being, I need to put here the secret from here. I'll change this. Okay, I have a new conversation ID. First, let me copy the token, put it here at the parent level. Remember, I can still use the token as well, the secret ID, to manage all my requests. I'm doing it just for the best practices. Okay, I'll copy the conversation ID. I'll open a conversation. There we have. Let's receive an activity. Let me show you the activity that we received. Currently, it is blank. Let me name this as send activity. Okay, I'll send the first message. I'll send the message. Here you can see 200. Okay, let's receive the activities now. Okay, from this is my chatbot. Attachments, that's an adaptive card. That's a welcome message. That's my first activity, welcome message. Second activity, Louis is not configured. That's the standard message that we receive. And the third activity, where would you like to travel to? And the fourth is my message. And fifth is where are you traveling from? That means it has continuously handling my conversation. Okay, where are you traveling from? So let's enter that message here. Let's say Pune. Actually, the first message would be where are you traveling? Let's see. I'm sending as Pune. I'm receiving the activities now. Hello, where are you traveling from? I said Pune. There it is. And here it is telling when would you like to travel? Okay, I'll say today. I'll go to the receive activities, send the request again. Pune, when would you like to travel to? I said today. And here it is asking, please confirm I have you traveling to hello from Pune, because the first message I sent is hello. So it is taken as the location. Well, we can always improve our chatbot, but you got an idea, I guess. And it is asking me, is this correct? So I'll need to send yes as the value. It also sent me the actions as well, suggested actions. So what I'll do, I'll send yes. And here I'll receive the activities again. And at the last, I sent yes. And here I have received the message. I have you booked to hello from Pune on today. Perfect. And now it will restart the conversation. Louis is not configured. And where would you like to travel to? Perfect. So this is the Directline API we successfully called from the Postman application. And from upcoming videos, we'll implement the same thing using our endpoint, basically a webhook endpoint on C#. Thanks everyone. See you in the next video.